Hey, how y'all doing? This is Princess Diana. Want to make a quick video. I actually went out to eat myself. Like I said, I'm gonna start doing a lot of the things that I want to do on my own. Yeah, and just make that feel comfortable for me, because sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do when you want to do it, and you might have to go alone, and it's okay. People do it all the time, so why I can be one of those people as well, right? Um, so went to a nice little restaurant, little Mexican restaurant. Kind of wanted me a fajita, so I ate that. It was chill, nice environment, good service, all that. But I'm coming here to make a video real quick. This girl made so much sense on her videos, and she was talking about and I guess I'll talk about this. She was talking about, like, not wasting your time cutting people off immediately. Like, I'm in a time of my life as well, like, when dating, like, when you see these things that people love to say, red flags. That's the I guess that's the word of the day. Maybe they've come up with something new, I don't know. But when people for example, I date men. So men or women, whoever you date, if you notice that, first off, really make sure you're not a red flag. Because sometimes the people that think they're seeing red flags can be the red flag. But I guess y'all both could be a red flag. But anyway, so just make sure you got yourself together in order before you go dating. That way you can not be the one that's causing the red flags. But yeah, so like I mentioned on one of my videos, I went on just a lunch date. I felt like that was like the safest thing to do. And meeting people at the gym, like, that's just, I would say, if y'all, let's say you're a young man, you meet a lady at the gym, a young lady or whatever, old lady, whatever you want, you meet them at the gym and you're like, that person looks nice. Maybe, I mean, you can say something nice to them. Asking them out, because I'm not gonna say not to ask a person out, but please have your stuff in order, and don't act crazy, don't say crazy stuff. I mean, please have your stuff together, and be a decent person, because what you're doing is the person works at, probably likes that gym, right? And I had a gym that, I mean, it was okay. I liked it for the most part. It was cheap. But then, I want to get out of cheap environments. So I went to one that was, you had to spend more money, like, a few more dollars, And it's much nicer. They have more amenities. They have all these different classes and all kind of things, a cool room, a hot room, and all this stuff like that. Pool, outdoor area where you can exercise, exercise upstairs, downstairs, all kind of stuff, right? So, movie room, all that, right? And the other one doesn't have all that. You know what? I think somebody said they did have it at one time, but they don't have nearly as much as they had. But anyways, so, okay, y'all. In this gym, though, the cheaper one, it was, like, overall nice, like, because it was new. But sometimes people would come in there smelling like marijuana. And I'm like, if there was any time that you don't want to smell no marijuana, is in the gym. Because first off, y'all, come on. Like, let's have some kind of class or something like that. Like, and then I'm just thinking, like, shoot, if I'm smelling this marijuana and I'm not doing it, you know what I'm saying, then I might fall off. I'm thinking I might fall off my butt. I was on a treadmill, and about this guy, he walked in smelling all strong like some weed, and I'm like, man, I was just thinking, like, if I get contact, and I might get clumsy and fall off this doggone treadmill, fooling with his butt. I didn't know who he was, but it was some younger guy. But anyways, y'all stop going to the gym smelling like marijuana, smelling like some weed. All right. So that gym twice, not that same gym, but the gym name. There was a guy at one of them that. Ooh, Lord, what's going on? Okay, that was trying to get at me, and we discovered that we met on a dating site. And then it's just, I have to work on is letting people know off the bat in the nicest, respectful way that, like saying you're not interested. Like, man, y'all let me know. Would y'all rather a woman say, hey, I'm not interested? Or, anytime I ask my guy friends, they like, yeah, just go. I'd rather you just go and tell me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, how do you say I'm not interested? Nice. Oh, thank you, but I'm not interested. Like, that feels so weird to me. It's so assertive. It's so aggressive, But maybe it's not. It's the truth, right? So maybe saying, so if the girl, and then y'all, some people get mad if the girl says, I'm in a relationship, and then they're like, well, we don't know if she lying. You don't know, man. She's trying to be nice, and like, it is better if she doesn't want you to not be with you. That way you won't get, manipulated and just used up for the time. But anyways, y'all, the first time I cut the situation off, it was, I could tell that I wasn't gonna be feeling him. And matter of fact, when we tried kind of conversing, and before we didn't even get to go to a date the last time we spoke on the phone. It was just like he made me feel riled up. He triggered me, and I was like, you know what, by something he said, and I was like, that was it for me. I was like, this not gonna work. But then some people, they're like, if a woman tell you this is not gonna work for me, well, just take it. Just say, okay, all right then, and just leave it alone. Okay, I respect that. Just leave it alone. Go and find you some other nice young lady. Just make sure you're nice and decent. Okay. What else? Oh, the second guy, and I won't go to. I think he moved too fast for me. Like, way too fast. I think that it wasn't a bad looking guy, just moving too fast, and I don't know. I think it was moving too fast. And he joked too much. Joking too much. But that was his personality, so I just didn't like it. I don't like when a person jokes all the time. Every time they open their mouth joking. I love humor as well, but like all the time, no. So that was irritating. I knew it wasn't gonna work. Some stuff just ain't gonna work, y'all. And if you try to continue making stuff work, you'll be like the people in these older people in these relationships that have been together for 50-some years, 60 years. Horrible relationship, getting on each other's nerves forever. Not saying that things will be, perfect and stuff like that, but just like they're, some people love getting into it with each other. I'm not into that. I don't like fussing and arguing all the time and stuff. I like to get along and have a good time for the most part. So you just gotta know yourself and know your thing. What was I gonna say? Then the second guy, I could tell he was a little off, a little crazy, like, like, not gonna say abusive, but I mean, when I feel a certain way, I'm like, I just take it as, you might not like something I say one day, and then I don't know what you gonna do. And that man was like a good 6. Men strong in general, whether they short or not. Y'all ladies better know that, okay? Don't matter if he's small, he's still strong. My son he not even $150 yet, and he's strong. Very strong, okay? And he's a teenage boy. So, what was I gonna say? Yeah, don't get any man that's overly aggressive. I had to cut him out. He was too Like we were walking and it was something he did. I was like, what? It was a couple of things he did, but anyways, I knew that night, that later on before, the night, but like that evening, we got done eating because I said it was a lunch. And this one, let me tell y'all, this man, when you know it's a red flag, just go with it and leave it alone. I know you want to date and all this stuff like that, but sometimes you meet somebody, you want to be hopeful, but just don't be too hopeful. Just go with the flow, and then as soon as if you see a red flag, just flow on back and just say, nope, can't go no further. Sorry, sir. Go ahead and find somebody else. Wish you well. Leave it alone. Don't let them spend a dime on you. Just go on about your business for safety, okay? But yeah, I just want to say that. And there's something else I want to talk about, but it has nothing to do with this. And let me go in the store and maybe I'll talk about it later. And also, y'all, I'm thinking about I've started doing some TikTok videos. Ooh, I think it was like a year or two ago, but I'm gonna have to get my butt. I have to do it, and I think I'm just gonna start off with maybe lipsticks and different things and stuff that I already have, and go from there. So, all right, y'all, like, comment, and subscribe. And if I start doing it, I would definitely include what is it, my profile name, TikTok profile name, or whatever it is, on here somewhere. All right, y'all, like, comment, and subscribe. Do something nice for yourself, and try to enjoy life. All right, y'all, like, comment, and subscribe.